just remember, these videos were shot in front of a live studio audience at twitch.tv/random nerd stuff. On to Jack Doherty. Another hill of the internet that people love to hate. Oh, I fucking despise this guy, dude. Satisfying downfall of Jack Doherty.
Jack Doherty is one of the most hated YouTubers on the entire platform, and for good reason. He's unlikable, annoying, and has an extremely punchable face.
Oh yeah, dude, I'd fucking punch that face, dude. I don't care how old he is, man. He looks like a kid that needs to be punched a few times. But he gets these huge bodyguards to protect him, so like they're just like fucking picking up people like they're rag dolls and throwing them to the side, right? And this guy, I think he's a kick streamer and a TikToker. He got famous off of those. And now he does like OnlyFans espionage or escort service kind of thing. I don't know. He's fucked up, dude. I hope he something bad happens.
But you would think
Not like he dies or something, but like goes to jail, loses his fame, is exposed, anything like that. I should have been more clear.
that after receiving every warning imaginable and turning the entire internet against him, that Jack would reconsider the path of being a public nuisance for views and clout.
Is this your house?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to do? We're not here to play games.
Flip a coin.
What do you want to do?
Heads, we send him to jail. Tails.
No!
Hey.
He's not going to...
Unfortunately, it would only be a matter of
See, I think it's just like people like that just be like, oh, we're not playing games? And he's like, we'll flip a coin. All right, you're going to fucking jail. Let's go.
time before Jack's wild antics caught up with him and threatened to end his entire career. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be diving into the rapidly deteriorating career of Jack Doherty. Around 7 months ago, I uploaded a video discussing Jack's rise to notoriety and later infamy on YouTube. In a nutshell, Jack is a creator and streamer who made a name for himself by capitalizing on viral trends and lighthearted trolling content.
Yo, what is up, guys? Jack Doherty here, back with another.
Is this what kids like? Is this like, do I just feel like I'm like looking at the worst form of content? Like, who finds this shit interesting? Where people are out there harassing people and whatnot. Like, I just feel like I get secondhand embarrassment. Like, over the weekend there was TwitchCon and a lot of stuff like that happened from kick streamers and whatnot where they would just like go out of their way, right? And one of them pushed somebody into a train. Like, what are we doing here? Why? I don't know, man. It just feels like the United States is going to hell in a handbasket, and we ain't getting any better, right? I'm gonna tell you what, boy.
Video. Today I'm gonna be going trick-or-treating the day after Halloween. Yeah, I got.
Oh, I did that shit, and I got lucky. I went to trick-or-treating because I did want to do that. I just didn't want to videotape my antics and put it online. I just wanted to do it because I thought it was fun. But, people were just giving me bowls of candy, man. It was nice.
Got my GoPro on my head. I'm just gonna tell people I'm a doctor or something for Halloween.
However, as his online career progressed, Jack would escalate his content from a few harmless pranks to extremely disorderly conduct, with stunts like him harassing Ninja on stream, getting kicked out of public spaces, and shutting off the power at Walmart. Jack wanted to cause as much mayhem as possible for the sake of viewership and clout.
Guys, you better shut off the lights on Walmart. Panel 1, panel 8.
Bro, just go.
14, 16, 18.
Go ahead.
That means aisle 14, aisle 16.
Alright, do it.
Eventually, Jack's thirst for attention
Again, he's just shutting off lights. And it's in the middle of the day, and they have sunroofs. So it's almost like, okay, the lights flickered. Who gives a shit? Like, it's not funny and it's not interesting. If this is something that I saw online, I'd scroll right the fuck past it.
Pushed him to go beyond public misconduct, and he began harassing random people on the street during live streams.
What? Little bro, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, bro?
Jack's streams would only get more degenerate and outrageous as he frequently hosted.
I wish somebody would punch. I mean, Neon is another person I wish somebody would punch in the face multiple times. But yeah, man, like stuff like that. Like you're rubbing up against people, and then your security guard just steps in, and you're obviously just a little pussy bitch. So I hope Jack Doherty gets 2 black eyes and a bloody nose.
Or attended parties that featured controversial figures, like Neon, the Island Boys, and Fuzzy Tube.
We did that to make him feel big. Y'all gonna stare here and not clap for him? Y'all are all beta as f***.
Sheriff, this guy's f***ing beta as f***. God damn it. Beta said, hey. Yo, you're a bitch. You're a little bitch.
While controversy and outrage were the cornerstones of Jack's online persona, it didn't always work in his favor. On the 7th of January 2024, Jack received a 24-hour ban on Kick after he asked a girl to expose herself on stream. Even though Jack was
And this is why there's rules for doing things on the internet. It sucks. Some of the rules don't make sense, but in a sense, you do have to follow them. And if you don't, you will be punished. But I don't think, because although from my understanding, Kick is like, oh, you're banned for like 7 hours. Man, that sucks. Why would you do that? And so it's like the weakest fucking band that you can put out, right?
Comfortable making a fool of himself for attention, he wouldn't allow anyone else that luxury. By the 11th of January 2024, Jack would falsely copyright claim videos from YouTubers Memulus and I'm Alex, with a tweet reading, "Hey Team YouTube, Jack Doherty is abusing YouTube's copyright system by claiming videos that are clearly not infringing on his rights to farm revenue," with a British loser replying, "He claimed mine as well." Thankfully, Team YouTube would resolve the issue.
A British loser? Is that somebody's name? A British loser. Okay, so he's just calling somebody. So, what is it? Oh, this fucking guy. Okay. This is the guy that fucking abused his girlfriend and whatnot. So, nothing has been brought against him, but from my understanding, he's not a very good guy, and the clips I've seen of him doesn't paint him in a good light. The YouTube creator I Am Alex has been embroiled in controversy after his former partner levied allegations of enduring physical assault, verbal abuse, and toxic behavior while they were in a relationship. I don't really care, dude. Like, that guy's a piece of shit.
Up until this point, Jack had hardly faced any repercussions for his deplorable attitude. However, all that was about to change, as Jack received the most shocking reality check of his entire career. On the 21st of February 2024, a personal injury lawsuit would be filed against Jack and his bodyguard Justin Gosley. The document would allege the following. On October 28, 2023, plaintiff was attending a Halloween party at approximately 12:30 AM on the morning of October 29, 2023. Plaintiff was on the
his security guard just like fucking decked a guy, man. Like it was fucked up, like out of nowhere. Well, I mean, I guess they were having a bit of a like spat at one another, but like for the most part, it was out of nowhere.
Street outside the subject's premises and was talking to Doherty and Gosley. At one point in the conversation, Gosley asked Doherty, "What are we doing?" And Doherty said, "We're gonna fight. Us two versus you two. Alright, go." And gestured that he and Gosley were going to fight Plaintiff and Plaintiff's friend. Moments later, Gosley violently punched Plaintiff in the face, sending him falling to the ground and causing serious physical injuries to his head, face, and neck. For a bit of additional context, the incident referenced was from this viral clip that Jack posted on his Twitter.
Yo, chill, no, you all said walk. What are you talking to, dog? I'm just saying, y'all said you just walk. Then walk. Oh, what the fuck you talking to? What's up?
Oh, no, yo, stop.
What is wrong with you? Are you fucking crazy?
Hey, what's up? Hey, one by one, what's up, nigga?
Fucking security guard.
After outlining the events that inspired
Yeah, I'm honestly like, if that's my security guard, I'm getting rid of him, man. Like, you're a liability at that point. When he's just talking to you and there's no threats of violence or anything, and you just fucking deck a guy, that's bullshit. Like, you can't be doing that in public. And I seriously hope he got rid of that person at the very least. Like, it's just a liability for him to begin with.
the lawsuit, the document highlighted how Jack continued to profit off the incident.
Also, from my understanding, this is not the first time that security guard has been in controversy for this kind of thing. So, and it makes sense that a piece of shit like Jack Doherty would hire a piece of shit like Gosling.
Incident and his involvement in similar confrontations. Reading, Doherty has and continues to generate income due to the many views the video has received, all to plaintiff's detriment. Doherty has a history both before and after the subject incident of filming himself harassing, assaulting, and antagonizing members of the public by having a security guard step in to intimidate and assault them if they react to Doherty's harassment. The following links show various other altercations caused by Doherty.
Why?
Because you're a clown, man. This is a resort. People are trying to chill and relax.
You know my dad owns this place, right?
Yo,
Yeah.
if you stop talking to him, you good, brother.
You were the one that came up to me first.
Yo, you're the clown.
You didn't have to say anything.
That came in. I don't want to be filmed.
Okay, well,
You stop talking
keep your
shit.
hands down.
Go to your room, dog.
While this was the first time Jack had faced this kind of legal trouble,
It's clips like that just like make me want to go in and just like do a running punch right into the back of his fucking head, right? Doesn't see it coming, just keep running. What is this security guard gonna do at that point? Like, he's done. Although I do not condone violence or harassment of any kind towards any individual. I want to say that right now, because this will be clipped into a YouTube video later. But it doesn't make sense that like people like this get famous when there are other people that put a lot of time and effort into their content, and it feels like it doesn't go anywhere. Like, I get it. I'm not a very big creator as it stands, and this is more of a therapeutic kind of thing for me, due to depression, anxiety. This, like, making these, getting them out, being a little, like, doing all this stuff does help me forget about that, and I do like doing that, and I'll continue to do it regardless of how many people watch it. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna try and put in effort to make it somewhat. But yeah, I mean, this helps, so I like it. But people like this, Jack Doherty, man, like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Not even when I was younger did I like people like this. I acted a little mean towards people. And I wasn't the greatest person by any means, but I never did anything like this.
the same couldn't be said for his bodyguard, who had a quote, history of assault and battery. Given the severity of the incident, the lawsuit would seek relief for damages and reimbursement for legal costs.
like,
Even
I
though
just
the
don't
case
get
is
it.
still in court, the outcome of this lawsuit could encourage other victims of Jack's antics to come out with their own cases. Remember, Jack had spent the better part of last year terrorizing dozens of people for his streams, and any of them could decide to take things to court. Unfortunately, legal battles weren't the only thing Jack had to worry about. Around this time, a creator named Lenny Miller published a video titled "I Fought Jack Doherty," in which he confronted
I hope he gets what he's got coming to him. But how's it going, Banana? How's your night doing? I guess morning, right? It's like 5 a.m. for you guys.
Jack over trash talking him online.
You had hella trash to talk on stream. Let's go. Let's go.
You're dumb as fuck.
What?
You do that for a clip?
Let's go. You had hella trash to talk on stream. Now let's go. You talked trash on stream last night. Let's go.
I don't care.
And you think it's funny? You won't say it to my face, but you'll say it on the VOD, huh?
Because I don't want to give you a clip like you're trying to do right now.
What do you mean?
As you'd imagine, Jack would only engage in the
just did.
situation once he was a safe distance away and shielded by people around him.
I literally have boxing gloves. I have boxing gloves. Let's go. We're talking trash. Let's go. I literally will box you right now.
Ow, what the fuck?
But you won't box. That's what I'm saying.
Just hit the fucking McKinley.
With each passing
He's just a piece of shit. He's a scared piece of shit.
day, more and more people were turning against Jack, and that trend would only continue as his inner circle of friends were about to expose his darkest secrets. On the 30th of March 2024, two former friends and a former employee of Jack collaborated on a video titled "Jack Doherty Must Be Stopped," which was meant to highlight several concerning details about the kick streamer.
For those of you guys that don't know, I'm Ricky. I'm Nick. And we actually met Jack Doherty back in 2017. Right when we started popping off on YouTube, he started popping at the same time. We became friends. We actually filmed a decent amount of videos together, and we actually ended up moving in together in a house with all of us back in 2021. This is Matthew JGL. He worked with Jack Doherty from 3 million subs all the way to 10 million subs.
In the video, the trio alleged that Jake utilizes substances, surrounds himself with people who hate him, and places profit over human connection.
Jack's older brother says all the time that the only thing he thinks about is money, and he says it literally to anybody new that comes into the house. He will make it known at some point. Everyone in the team would come to me on their own time and talk about how they hate it there. They hate working with Jack.
Yeah, like, and well, it's not even just back then. It's gotten worse. He was a dick back then, and now he's like an evil mastermind, right? Like he does. So I'm sure they're gonna get into it. We're about halfway through it, but he signs OnlyFans girls and gives them like 40%. He's pulling like an Andrew Tate on people. It's fucking bullshit.
They want to pick something else, but they have no other options.
In addition to this, they would mention how Jack was promoting OF content to his young audience, despite him claiming otherwise.
Right here.
His primary main source of income is, and how he gets people there is by making these hard to watch fake little skit videos for Instagram and TikTok. And if you're above the age of 10, you know that they're clearly fake.
How many punches does it take to explode the world's largest crime mob?
Majority of his audience is young.
Wait, hold on, what? The cat is distracting. Yeah, it's just like if you need a bodyguard to go do your content because you're gonna be doing stuff that's like dangerous, or like say you're like going to the Middle East or something like that, or doing something crazy, like going to like, I don't know, fight bear sharks or something, like then I could see needing a bodyguard, right? Like you gotta have backup. But like if you're just going out there just to like go out on the streets and you're just gonna like bump into somebody just to be a dick, like I think the platforms that host him are just as guilty as him, right? Because it's not, because he has 10 million subscribers. Let's just take a look at good old Jackie boy here. But yeah, 14.9 million subscribers.
Alright, I'll see it during the daytime.
We gotta look at his videos though. Like, what are we doing on views, right? Yeah, he deserves to get pressed. I hope he gets a dick pressed. But yeah. So let's go most popular, 29 million views 7 years ago, 14 million views 7 years ago, 7 years, 6 years, 7, 1 year. Boozy got arrested for this, and that was just because he slapped him in the face. 5, 4, 5, 11 months. Yeah. But most of his stuff that is popular is 4, 6, 7, 7, 7, 1. And it's the Island Boys and Neon destroying his home during all that controversial stuff last year. Skipping school to go to New York City, caught. 7, 5. Like look how far down we are, right? Like this is the top and this is us down. This motherfucker fell off, dude. Like nobody fucking wants to watch him. 68K views with a 14.9 million subscriber count. Like, thank God he is getting what he deserves. Because, like, even this, 4 weeks ago, 71,000. 1 month ago, only 216,000 views, right? Like, oh, thank God. It feels like he is falling down.
Alright, I'll see it done today.
Yeah, especially for a 14.9 million subscriber channel. Like, this was 3 days ago. Tipping fast food workers $10,000. 17,000 views. Only 26,000 views. That's what I'm saying. You would expect a lot of views for that here. So nice to know that in the end pieces of shit get what they deserve.
Younger kids, just take a look at this video. These are fans coming up to him out in public. He also has these girls in his videos that are
Oh, God. Oh, yeah, that's right. We were talking about OnlyFans. We went on a tangent there for a minute, and I forgot that it gets bad. Oh, God.
are all signed to his agency, and he takes a majority of their income and pays them a small salary, a small fraction of what they bring in. And Jack will say that these videos are geared towards older people to try and get older people with money to spend money on him and his girls.
What's even more concerning were details about Jack's personal life, as his former friends claimed he used to shoplift when they lived together.
And to start it off, this is something that rubbed all of us the wrong way when we all lived together, is we would go to the grocery store and Jack would literally just shoplift. He would just open a box of food, eat it, and then leave the open empty box just...
What kind of fucking scumbag does that? Like, this guy is seriously messed up and should be institutionalized.
On the shelf, on the counter for some worker to clean up. And we would sit down and try to have talks with him and be like, yo, just pay for it, bro. But whenever we talked to him, it couldn't get through to his head. He would just be like, whatever, bro.
They also accused him of stealing products at the self-checkout terminal.
He had like 5 things he was checking.
No, he had rich parents. That's rich parent behavior right there, dude. That's not parentless behavior. Because if it was parentless, he would have taken the whole fucking thing and not left it. But that motherfucker is leaving it for somebody else to pick up. That means he has other people to pick up his shit at home. And he's going to do it out in the real world because he's never had to do that. It's So yeah, it's loveless parent behavior. Because if people actually loved him, he wouldn't be like this. But nobody likes him, and I love that.
Out. Well, it would be a whole full grocery cart, and he would only scan one of the items out of the 5, and then he'd go to the next thing, one of them out of the 5, the next thing, one of them out of the 5, and just full on scamming these companies.
Even though they were criticizing Jack for his wild lifestyle and degenerate antics, his former friends still wanted to help and see him improve.
To compare the two, but Jake Paul,
I get that. Like, you don't want your friends to fail, right? Like, you want to see them succeed, and if they're doing wrong or like going down a wrong path, you probably want them to do a little bit better, or like go down different avenues, or like try to help them improve. I've definitely done this to people and had to cut people out of my life when they didn't improve, so I definitely get that. But at the same time, it like at a certain point you do have to ask yourself, like, when is the limit? Like, like, I've tried everything I can. I've got to get away. I've got to back out of this situation. It's just not good for either one of us.
Paul back in the day was going down a path that people could see from the outside could lead to a bad outcome. And even Jake Paul recently was on the podcast with George Janko, and he pretty much said the same thing that Ricky said about Jack Doherty, that Jack Doherty, he's going down this path, but Jack Doherty's mindset towards all of this, he hears it and he just hears it all as hate, not taking it as love, that people want to help him.
By the 10th of April 2024,
that's it. And when you have parents that didn't love you enough, and we can't blame his parents for everything, right? Like, at a certain point, you've got to grow up and you've got to take responsibility for your own actions. And I think, hopefully, and look, I'm all down for second chances, right? Like, if you can turn it around and pull out a W and start doing better for society and, like, giving back and like being a productive member and all that kind of good stuff, then like that's okay. But like, if you're not going to do that, and you just end up like a piece of shit, then like, fuck you, dude. Like, just go fuck yourself.
Jack would upload a rather angry response to his former friends and to deflect the criticism.
I'm tired of hypocrites. Everyone that has ever come after me has done everything I've done because they're fake. And I cut them off months ago, and now they went to trying to going the route of exposing me because I won't film videos with them. They're just fake. They're desperate for clout and they're jealous.
In between all of his swearing, Jack accused his haters of trying to be like him.
Nowhere in the videos were they trying to be like him. They seemed like they were being genuine and wanted to help a friend, and their friend didn't listen, and he got an ego, and it kind of feels like his ego got hurt.
But failing, and claimed he never did anything wrong.
There's nothing to expose. Everything I do is already out there. I'm not a bad person. If I did anything wrong, I would be in trouble, but I'm not, because people like to twist, make it seem like what it's not, because they just can't believe what I've accomplished, and they just want to say everything that's not true to cope with the fact that they're not at where I'm at. People try to do what you do, and if they don't succeed, they just hate.
The allegations made against Jack would only continue to increase, as another one of his former associates named Norway would accuse him of housing a minor.
More people.
Jack, I'm gonna tell people she was 17, Jack. Sophie girl. Oh, not Sophie, Sophia. Sophia's little sister was 17. That was at the house. And then you said the
Of course, he did stuff with a minor.
Never coming back to the house. 4 days later, Jack, Ace invited the 17-year-old and her friends over to the house. And I also have messages of Sophie messaging me, Daddy, please forgive me, or Daddy, please come over or something. But I didn't want to come over because you're a 17-year-old. And Jack, I messaged you, I told you to kick them out. And then you didn't do shit about it because you're in Dubai. But yeah.
In his Twitter community, Jack would address the situation with a tweet that read, "Can't believe Norway switched up on me that fast. I never even kicked him out. I genuinely cared about the kid and did everything for him, and still would. Hope one day he realizes how good he had it and how he threw away his best friend for 15 seconds of fame."
It seems like he doesn't get it. He just seems like he doesn't get it, right? Like he just doesn't understand the point.
Underneath Drama Alert's coverage of the tweet, Jack would defend himself by stating, "That minor he said I had at my house was invited by him, and right when I found out, she got kicked out. TF do I get out of having minors at my house? I never invite girls to my house. I have a GF. Think what you want, but I have too much to lose to do stupid stuff like that." Norway wasn't the only one accusing Jack of acting inappropriately with minors, as Neon also brought up similar allegations months prior.
"You're a fucking joke."
If you got Neon coming after you, because look at this fucking nerd-ass looking motherfucker that looks like he could get beat up by a fucking 3-year-old or a 3rd grader, right? Like, this motherfucker looks like he just got out of fucking middle school, and you got this motherfucker coming at you. Oh man, this bot having motherfucking ass Neons coming at you, coming down. Looks like he's stealing your school money, your lunch money today, motherfucker.
So, let me tell you exactly what Jack does. I don't care. You want to say that? Now I'm going to violate you and expose your script. Here's what you do. I'm going to tell you exactly what you do. You get 17-year-old girls the night before their birthday. You buy a $10,000 yacht every time. You get them drunk and they sign a contract 50% of their life every single time. Fuck you.
Stranger still, the pattern of former friends and colleagues accusing Jack of being too close with minors extends all the way back to December 2023, when Natalie Reynolds made similar claims. In a tweet that read, "Oh, by the way, the grooming thing ain't a joke, lol. This girl was 17 and Jack waited months for her birthday to get her drunk and sign a contract on a yacht." As well as, "Jack Doherty has paid someone to take down and ban my Instagram account. Insecure narcissist is mad he can't make money off me anymore, and I'm realizing the truth. Stick to grooming minors." While none of these allegations have been proven or disproven, it's clear that the people close to Jack Doherty are slowly turning against him and revealing who he truly is.
This guy looks like he peaked in high school. Not even. He looked like he tried to peak in high school, and he's still trying to peak in high school. That's why he's signing 17-year-olds. This fucking looking like he's fucking a Matt Rife, a rip-off motherfucker, kind of trying to come out here looking like he's got some shit when he looks like he's coming straight out of his mama's pussy.
Is when the cameras aren't rolling. Even State Farm's, his insurance company, wants nothing to do with him. According to a recent TMZ article, Jack attempted to use his renter's insurance to cover his ongoing lawsuit. However, State Farm claims it's gone outside his coverage and is appealing to the judge to exclude them from the case. From the look of things, Jack is rapidly running out of allies, and only time will tell how many he'll have left by the time the legal battles are over. In his early days, Jack assumed harassing and taking advantage of people to promote his content was a good long-term strategy, but sadly, he couldn't have been more wrong. The fake friends and bodyguards he used to hide behind are dropping like flies, and no one in the community is willing to stand by him. Right now, Jack is at a crossroads in his career. Either he owns up to his mistakes and cleans up the gigantic mess he made, or he remains the way he is now and continues to blame everyone but himself. With that being said, at least he's not losing as many subscribers as his self-help YouTube guru, who is currently facing one of the largest down.
I do like internet anarchists. They go over different videos and whatnot, right? Like this. Pretty good. Liked it. Go drop a like.